Hey guys, welcome back. This is Pickled Yeti. We're going to talk about the Headless Horseman hard mode and Hallow's End today. Hallow's End is probably my favorite holiday that they do in World of Warcraft. Specifically, I like the Headless Horseman fight, and they have added a hard mode to this fight, which is new for 2023. And basically, the hard mode is going to add some additional difficulty to the fight, and it's also going to increase your chance at rewards. Go in and you try to get the reins of the Headless Horseman mount, and you're trying for a pet, and I think also a dragon riding mount modification that you can get from there also. Just wanted to say thank you guys for coming in and watching me and spending some time with me on the channel. I appreciate all of you. Let's jump into it. Hallow's End is active now. October 18th through November 1st is when that ends. I'm just going to read Wowhead's description of the hard mode of Headless Horseman before we go in there and check him out. So what you do on the hard mode to activate it, you've got to talk to these wicker men that are inside the instance when you queue in, and the 4 smaller wicker men will each give you a different curse, or the large ominous wicker man in the middle, it says, will give you all 4 curses at the same time. And if you do the challenge with all 4 curses at the same time and you complete the event, you will get a achievement called Kicking It with the Wick, which is kind of cool. So each of the curses does something different, and I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you to take a look at. You get the Ember Curse. Cursed enemies emit shadow flame around their location periodically. Each blast inflicts a stack of Wicker Man's shadow. Cursed Hothead. Cursed enemies suffer dark hallucinations manifesting in front of their location. Moving to the hallucination dispels it. Ignoring the hallucination inflicts 2 stacks of Wicker Man's shadow to the enemy. That's you, you're the enemy. Shadow Curse. Insidious Cackle shackles the souls of cursed enemies in fear. The shackled soul moves away towards the consuming flames. Souls that reach the flames before their shackles are destroyed inflict 2 stacks of Wicker Man's shadow to the afflicted enemy. Thorny Surprise. Piercing thorns erupt under cursed enemies periodically, and enemies hit by those thorns suffer a stack of Wicker Man's shadow. So basically what they're doing is they're just adding some additional mechanics to the fight that you have to dodge or contend with while you're fighting the Headless Horseman. And without these curses, he's kind of a joke. You can go in there and face roll him. As long as you don't stand in some fire, you're going to win. So this is going to be interesting. I have not done hard mode yet on this character, or any of my characters. So let's check it out. Wicker Man's Shadow is the debuff that you will get if you get hit by any of those abilities. Wicker Men delight in the target's suffering, reducing the target's maximum health by 10% per stack. So the challenge is you're going to have all 4 of these curses trying to reduce your maximum health, and the more of those that hit you, the harder it's going to be for your healer to keep you alive, and basically anything that hits you will probably kill you at that point if you take enough of those stacks. So it says the survival is also key. The Wicker Men will protect you from dying. If you get too many stacks of Wicker Man's shadow and you are going to die, they will prevent that death, but you will lose the curses, and it will also forfeit the additional rewards that those curses were going to give you. The challenge, you have to accept the curses and complete the event with the curses on you in order to get the increased drop rate for these rare items. So at the end of the fight, you're going to get your loot-filled pumpkin, and the loot-filled pumpkin has a chance to drop, low chance, to drop the Horseman's Reign, the new Arphis pet, which looks like a little dog. He's cool, want that one. And the Windborn Velocidrake Hallow's End armor, which gives you a cool little pumpkin transmog for the saddle of the Windborn Velocidrake. The more curses you have active, the more chances you have to loot any of those rare items from your loot-filled pumpkin. To get to the Headless Horseman, go ahead and pull up your dungeon finder, press I, choose what roles you want to do, and then you can click Find Group. Let's jump in and see what we get. Wish us luck. Alright, send my little message to the group. Let's go over here, talk to Wicker Men of Embers, gives the Cursed Pumpkin Breath. Let's go ahead and get the Wicker Man of Thorns. Is going to give me the Cursed Vine March. Wicker Man of Shadows is giving us Cursed Insidious Cackle. And Wicker Man of Delusions gives us Cursed Hothead. So you can see we have got all the curses set up. And here we go. Let's get this thing started.
It is over. Your search is done. Let fate choose now.
And my strategy for this is I'm probably going to just kite the Horseman once he starts dropping these effects on me. Pumpkin Breath. Oh, come on. There we go. And we're just going to dodge everything that we can. Go ahead and get some damage rolling. Don't stand in that. Don't stand in that. Alright. So, spread out, get out of everybody else's bubbles. And we're just going to start kiting him back over here close to the road so that we don't get stuck in any...
Breath incoming.
No pumpkin breath, no purple stuff. Very nice. Alright, get away from that fence, make it easier to move around.
Come forth, my minions! Unleash your breath! Choke them with the stench of death!
Should be expecting another purple thing. There we go.
'Tis you I spurn.
Keep
Now
moving.
feel the burn!
The other thing that's important to remember about the hard mode challenge, and I didn't say this earlier, this is a personal debuff that you're getting, and when you go for the hard mode, it does not affect anybody else in your group. Nobody else has the debuff applied to them. It is just you, unless they choose to click it themselves. So I thought that was kind of cool. And there you go, we've got the achievement. Got our loot-filled pumpkin. Got a little bit of loot. We'll thank the group. And let's see what we got. So we got a magic broom, another sinister squashling. I've been doing this a minute, so I've had 3 of them for a while. There's our Hallow's End armor for the Windborn Velocidrake. And we'll go ahead and click that. Got a dwarf mask, fantastic. And the Scarlet Key. That, I think, is a lower drop chance item that unlocks the old Scarlet Monastery. And I believe I read something about going to get some old transmogs from that location. So I will do some reading up on that and possibly make another guide video if you guys think that is important and want to know what it's for. Just leave me a comment and I will do that next. Otherwise, thank you guys for spending some time with me, and good luck getting your Horseman's reins.